Hi, my name's Garrett, and we're gonna build an ELF traction plate. I got this frame from someone that actually moved on. His daughter was a member of the ELF team in 2024. And we got to see her totally kick butt at the 2024 Grands. Nothing cooler than seeing him walking around with two big trophies with his girls following him. Anyway, we're gonna make this into a retro build. Modern parts for a modern racetrack with mid-school design influence. Let's check it out. Let's start by getting this headset on. Nice and easy. See how I'm not putting pressure on the bearings. I'm using the outside of the cup and I'm checking to make sure it's coming in flush. Almost there. We should be good. Let's take it out and see how we did. Just want to try to not scratch it up. I'm gonna get this race on here. And what I actually did is I have this old cup from American BB. It's like a Black Ops one. That'll sit right on there and it won't sit on the groove. And there you go. Now that we've got the fork race in there, go ahead. Looks pretty nice to me. Gonna clean up the grease. Cool, got that on. It's also got this nice little plastic guy. Time to figure out what combination of these I'm looking for. I do the color blocking when we design these things. So black headset, right? This stem, and it's gonna have a black cap. So I'm thinking I need black spacers. What would you do? Would you do it differently? I'm gonna go with that. Now normally this is all about rider height. So is that the happy medium? Put a couple there, go like this. That said, I do love when that sits perfectly flush on this stem. You're gonna cut that to size so that you have a nice clean spacer stem cap, or you're gonna leave it and stack those spacers tall. Doesn't matter what you say, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. But let me know in the comments. Slide the stem on there once you get your spacers in there, leaving just enough room for the cap to sit in there. But you can see I left just enough for the inside of this ridge to sit perfectly in the stem. Look at that. Butter. On to the next one. I've already started threading this down. Now let's get it all lined up. Try to keep it from spinning around as you tighten it. And look how nice that is. Let me give it a turn here. And then we'll get all my finger marks off of there. Cool. Check it out. More quality ELF chrome parts. Do we go this way or this way? I'm gonna go this way because the seat tube has the bend on the front. Well, what way would you do it? Would you go this way? I think they're both valid. This is a temporary seat post. If I find a better one, I will take it. Cool, got it on there. And just send it in. I would like to have it as low as I can get it. I actually cut that seat tube because this is a racing bike. I'll probably actually, for final tune-up, drop it even more. These are NOS profile cassettes. This is the front. This is 99. Look at the cool hardware on it. Had Powers take care of it. Powers BMX, Rhino Light, Chrome. And then I got these old tires, but I actually use them for race bikes. So you get it lined up, get half this tire on. Here you go, one wheel. Now, if I were to change one thing on this bike, I'd have the same tire front and back. But here's the thing. My favorite gear ratio, and I usually run a 45-16. That's my thing. 45-16. I don't know. I like it. Smaller tire. I think if you put a regular Tioga Power Block on here, I'd run a 44-16. So there you go. These Max tires run a little smaller. Make sure my right foot and the right cassette are in front of me. That's how I remember to get the tread pattern right. Arrow of the treads is always pointing forward. But yeah, just got to remember that. I've definitely put tires on backwards. I've seen other people do it. You know who you are. Good? Let me see. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Start putting this tire on. Some preference here to get. There you go. That one's ready too. All right. Stems on. Let's get these bars on. Go ahead and take these off. Don't drop anything. Don't scratch anything. Look at these bars. Aluminum ELF bars. Sick. These are the 8-inch Pro Rise. Make sure we get the pointed the correct way. Drop one in. Here's how I like to do it. I'm gonna hand tighten these screws. I'm gonna get these as even as I can get, hand tightened, and then we'll move this into position. You want this gap to be perfect on either side, obviously. I'll get those first. I like to have it, and this is what they'll tell you at the racetrack, but the bars should follow the line of the forks. So let's try to get it close. real quick. Tightening everything else. Maybe slightly back. It's an XL stem, which is awesome. So I don't need to go all Chicago style on it. And then I'll tighten down the rest. The idea is to just always be tightening the bolt that is diagonal from the other bolt and just work your way across. Tightening a little bit each more. All right, so since I'm on nice soft carpet, I'm okay flipping it over like this. But if I was out in the garage on some dirt, heck no. One thing to call out, these are the older profiles. The width of this fork is actually wider than the hub. So I've actually snuck in a couple of really small spacers. There you go. I actually had to put one extra spacer there because of how wide forks were compared to these old school style profile hubs. I'm gonna hold one side, tighten on the other side, and just give it a few extra turns for now. We just want them not falling off. There you go. And if we trust our tread pattern, we don't even need to think about it. Now, I don't want to tighten it down too much because I want to have this powder coat perfect. And I won't know exactly where that goes until I get the chain on. How thick is that? Here, let's get a good look at vintage profile. Hell yeah. Love that hardware too. Just the way it cuts out and fits in there. It's perfect. All right, I'm waiting on more parts. Check back for part 2 later.